Galactic Starcruiser has been a hilarious disaster to watch unfold because Disney really believed people would look at their lame offerings and jump at the opportunity to spend thousands of dollars on a vacation where you stay in rooms described as windowless bunkers. But at investors' calls over the past year or so, they've seemed very confident in its future, talking about dates being sold out and lots of positive news on social media. But it seems like all of that is now thrown out the window because they are desperate going into the holiday season since their availability is wide open. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So this article by WDWNT says demand for Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser falling fast, Disney World giving away rooms for publicity. Now, I've talked about Galactic Starcruiser a couple of times on the channel at this point because this situation just got worse and worse. First, we found out about the opening of Galactic Starcruiser, and that didn't go very well. Their promotional videos were absolutely roasted, and then we found out the prices, and they were absurd. But then we found out, Bob Chapek was very confident in, this and its offerings, and they thought that it was going to go great, and they even said it was going to be at 100% capacity over the few months leading up to the holiday season, but it doesn't seem like that is the case anymore, since the availability is completely free. It says demand for the Galactic Starcruiser seems to have stalled with no sold-out dates on the slate in 2023 and many dates still open for the rest of 2022. In fact, there have been enough vacancies on recent voyages that Walt Disney World hosted travel agents for a free 3-day, 2-night experience. They are looking for some kind of positivity, and this is their idea, that they are going to give away rooms, they're going to get people into this experience, maybe they'll write articles, put good news on social media. I have a feeling after the holiday season, the Galactic Starcruiser offerings are going to be massively discounted since no dates are sold out in 2023, and they're going to be looking to get as many people in there as possible. So right now they're giving away these experiences, they're trying to get some positive talk online, and this is their way, giving things away for free. It says the availability calendar on the website reveals that the remaining cruises in October still have vacancies and many days are still available in November. And while most of the last 2 weeks of December are booked, an extremely busy time of year for Walt Disney World, it seems families aren't looking to spend Christmas in space. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, the last week of December is pretty much filled, but it's not actually filled on Christmas and the days leading up to Christmas. Now, I personally wouldn't want to spend my holidays in this place, especially the way that it's been described, but if you are a massive Star Wars fan, I could see the appeal here. I mean, I was initially pretty interested in it before, of course, we got the terrible trailers and we got the prices. It didn't sound that bad, but it seems that bad now. I mean, the rooms were described as claustrophobic nightmares, the food was way too overpriced, the actors weren't very passionate about their jobs, even the most dedicated Disney shills ended up saying that it wasn't worth the $4,000 to $6,000 Disney expected people to pay, and that was the number one problem, was the price. I mean, that is an insane price to ask people to pay. It says reservations for most of 2023 opened in August, and at the time of writing this article, all voyages were still available through September, which is just crazy. It says the Starcruisers closed May 17th and 18th, but as you can see, the availability was wide open. It says, of course, it went through waves of selling out followed by mass cancellations, and I understand why. There wasn't really anything about this experience that worked. Thousands of dollars to get a few days in these cabins just aren't what people want to pay for, especially with everything being so expensive right now. They threw millions of dollars into this project, and like I've mentioned, only a few months ago really started going, wow, something isn't working, so we have to put more money into researching why people aren't selling it out, and Disney's massive greed is the #1 reason. Too expensive for mediocre offerings led to no one showing up. I loved Star Wars before Disney sunk their claws into it, and if this was maybe half the price, I would consider going, but that's not the reality we are in. They want $4,000 to $6,000 for a windowless bunker, and there is no way that that is going to fly, even with the most dedicated Star Wars fans. Honestly, the initial concept arts that we got looked really solid. These were them. I think that they look fantastic. It looks like a genuinely cool Star Wars experience, and if this is what it had been, it would have been so successful. It would have made so much money, but, well, we got very unlucky because we ended up just getting uninspired actors, bad food, and everything is just so cramped. The actors who were singing were shoved into a corner in a tiny dining room area. The rooms were small. The hallways were very narrow. It just felt way too cramped. I understand that they wanted to put as many rooms as possible in it, but they could have given you at least a little bit more space than they did. Looking at the rooms, this doesn't look fun. This doesn't look enjoyable. When you go on vacation, you have bags, you have items that you want to put places. You need a little bit of space, and I like the bunk bed concept, especially if, you have kids, but there's like zero walking room in these areas. And of course, all of their videos on social media had gotten ratioed. This was their Experience the Starcruiser trailer. It had 1,000 likes to 5.2k dislikes. And then their next one saying It Tells a New Story got 2,000 likes, but 3.5k dislikes. As you can see, they got absolutely roasted over this experience, and I'm sure that they will continue to be because they haven't changed the prices, they haven't changed the offerings. Maybe because they're so desperate they'll add new actors playing different characters, maybe they'll change up their menus, maybe they'll lower the room prices, who knows, but they have to do something fast. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.